Hey guys, hope you're well. This is now take two. I cooked the first video, so let's get straight into it. This is going to be a market outlook video on the last week of March and then the first week of April. It's that kind of crossover week of the months. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to be going over NQ down on gold. So for NQ, so I'm speaking a bit fast because I've just said all this a minute ago. So NQ, we are bearish. Fundamentally, we're bearish, and trend-wise, we're bearish. But we have hit a possible POI. We have hit a possible reversal point. We have a weekly fair value gap with resistance, plus something that I've been getting into, the RSI. So the RSI is now indicating to me that we are overbought. So you can see here, we are below that 30 level, indicating we're overbought. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole thing. When we've hit this, so I've hit this weekly fair value gap with resistance. I'm not expecting a rally now. I'm expecting this daily fair value gap to get mitigated. So I'm expecting a little bit of a hike just to mitigate this daily fair value gap, which will be 3%, right? 3%. I mean, that's not too crazy, seeing how volatile we are. Look, I mean, we did 3% in the last 2 days of open, so like it's definitely possible. Uh, um, so I'm expecting a bit of an expansion, bit of a what retracement to the upside, saying that we're in that weekly fair value gap with resistance, and that's pretty much it. The RSI is oversold. I could show some examples, but I mean, yeah, I suppose I can. Whenever the RSI is oversold, we do definitely reverse, or if it's overbought, we do reverse. So you can see how it's red here, indicating we're oversold. Any time it's hit this level, we've actually gone up. So here, we've gone up a little bit. Okay, we've gone up a little bit, nothing much. So like, this is when it's just wrong. This is when it's just wrong. But then we come down here and we go up. And then we hit this nearly we're overbought. So we start making our way down. So we've hit this area, this big area that we're oversold. I am expecting a retracement to the daily fair value gap. And once we retrace to the daily fair value gap, I would not continue to look for longs because it's very bearish. Like, there are bearish setups in there for me. We have this 4-hour BPR. I could be taking shorts out of that depending on time of day and depending on bias and all that. But could be taking shorts out of there. And if we can hit this daily fair value gap while RSI hits the overbought level, whew, that would be pretty perfect. That would be perfect for shorts, continuing shorts, which is better. Like, we want to trade with the trend. But right now, I am actually going to look for longs. Only as well if oil and the 10-year bonds, if I can see a retracement on those. Obviously, they don't, or not obviously, I didn't really know this. They do move oppositely. They tend to. So if we can start seeing on the 10-year bonds and oil, they start making rotations to the downside. If we can start going down, that's just a good indication that NQ will go up. And we've hit this POI. RSI is oversold. I will be keen for longs. I will take any long as I can. I'm hoping we kind of open, we can get maybe a BPR, and then we can get like a equilibrium retracement, bang bang, something like that. I'm looking at plus resistance. Yeah. So that's a good trade. But that's it. I'm definitely not shorting into this zone, so we have to wait for it to get disrespected, or we have to wait to come up here to short. So that's pretty much on NQ. Sorry, it's a bit scuffed what I said because I've already just said it. It's very difficult to understand or know what I've said or haven't said. So I've kind of just skimmed everything. So yeah, like a big thing is this. I mentioned in the last recording that's cooked. I do need to see this go down. Oil and 10-year. I need to see that go down, and I need to see. And that's it. I need to see that, and I need to see some bullish pressure on the hourly, and I will take a long. I will take a long. No further than this green line, which is the daily fair value gap marking. No further than that, and that's 3%, so we can catch a fat trade there. Hopefully. Hopefully. And we're due for a retracement as well, so I do think it can happen. Alright, maybe a bit long on that. Let's go to the US 30. So US 30. SMT divergence with RSI. So instead of an SMT where it's two charts, you're using the RSI and the chart. So RSI, higher highs, higher lows. Sorry, just a higher low. and then the Dow is just a lower low, so that's an SMT with there. Apparently, it's like a bullish thing. So I'm just kind of getting into it. I'm kind of new, but like I've seen from the back testing on TradingView, it works. Just looking at the past, looking at the historical data of hoping this 1 hour time frame, you can like bang, we came up. Yeah, well I already showed you guys this. That's just when it's wrong. But then we hit this overbought, we start coming down, hit this oversold. I'm expecting some sort of retracement to the upside. We've hit crucial demand level on the Dow. If we were to close below this, that's really not good. Yeah, I wonder where the next weekly candle will close, because if we do close below this, that would be pretty scary, because then it's like, damn, where are we gonna stop? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that, like if down here we could reverse 4% away. By the time we close, it'll be 2.5%. So could reverse off this if we were to keep dumping. I hope we don't, but we'll see. So possible reversal in the Dow as well, but that's it there. Dow's down 10, 11%, NQ's down 12%. Okay, so also a lot of liquidity to the upside that I think long term we're going to want to come for. 100% we're going to come for. It's stupid. Why should I say that? You can see here. Wow, look at that. Overbought, 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 dump. Overbought, dump, overbought, dump. I haven't used RSI on gold. I've never seen this before. So I don't know what to say. I'm going to get rid of it because I just haven't looked at it. Gold. Gold's now, wait, RSI, what's gold saying? Okay, RSI, it's saying we're oversold, which is what I was gonna say anyway. I promise. I haven't even looked at RSI with gold. Just then I did, and I was like, okay, look how overbought we were over here. I mean, that's crazy. Look how overbought we were over here for start of September to middle of October. For 6 weeks, we were in the green up here. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. This is gonna be like 100%, I reckon. Sorry, I'm like definitely. Oh wow, I'm so wrong. Holy shit, I'm a retard. Oh god, that's dumb. No, okay, so we're 20%. Shit, makes me look bad. All right, 20%. So we've had this correction. We were overbought, which to just get the RSI. I don't care about the RSI and gold. So we were overbought. We had this massive sell-off. We came up, failed to make a higher high, indicating we're in a downtrend. Okay, cool. Confirmation. Daily BPR, daily fair value gap, daily fair. I wanted to see which one got inversed. If daily BPR got inversed, I would have been keen for longs. Instead, we respected the daily BPR, came down, inversing the daily fair value gap. I was then bearish. So I was really happy with this because really, I would have entered the trade because I do sometimes swing trade. By the way, the trade would have been something like this. Targeting those as full TP, even targeting these, I don't know what I would have targeted, but it would have been a good trade, 1 to 5 over the week, over the 4 days, I believe, something like that. But now gold's could be looking bullish. We've tapped daily for Vegas, swept a lot of liquidity. We still should be bullish on gold, seeing that we are in war. Gold should go up, risk off sentiment, people want to buy gold. But for some reason we are not, and I think that's because it is because the US dollar is going up. So with the US dollar going up, means gold's more expensive, I think. And then I just know they're not correlated. They are like opposites. And then, yeah, so US dollar's going up. If we can see US dollar start maybe going down, which I don't really care about, then gold should make its way up. But I still see if US dollar was to continue going up, then gold should still go up. That's what I believe. We have a bit more liquidity down here. I think if we were to come for this, we would come for this. And if we come for that, if we don't get a reaction off of that, then I don't know where would reverse on gold. Yeah, like this is fucked. This is just off the rails. That's cooked. So since near the end of 23 to... So 2 and a bit years, gold went up 200%. So if you would put 100 grand in gold about 2 years ago, or from, yeah, like 2.5 years ago now, and you were to sell right at the top, you would have made 200 grand. If you had bought 100, you would have made 200 grand. That's crazy. That's crazy. So this is what was expected. We are going to get a retracement. We have a monthly fair value gap here, which comes with my strategy as well. We got that resistance there, so this is a possible reversal point as well. But with the sweeping of all this liquidity as well, I'd like a little dink, and then we'd probably take off. I think, I'd assume. But that's it for the trade recap. The market outlook. So go over everything. The Dow hit a demand zone. RSI, SMT. We are oversold, I believe. And that is it. NQ, RSI is oversold. Weekly fair value gap with resistance. We have a daily unmitigated true target, which I like. That's it. And then gold, I believe we're too oversold yet. I forgot to say, like I didn't finish with the lower lows and lower highs. It looks like this is the kind of the trend we're in. So literally to the day, I'd expect something like this. So in a month's time, maybe come for this liquidity. We are due for a retracement. Like I've stated, we're due for a retracement. If not, we're due to be bullish and take all-time highs. But still, we could definitely just like reverse or something over here, which would be, what do we got? We've got a weekly fair value gap now that we're going to be in. So the weekly fair value gap is going to be this. We're going to want to fill that. So we're going to come in there. We have resistance somewhere over here. There's a lot of resistance over there. So something like this is what I'd be seeing. I'd be shorting around about there. I wouldn't be holding through. And then if we can inverse and maybe close up here, then I'd expect down here, and then I'd expect up here. Something like that. But it all depends, because if we respect this, then I'd expect in a month's time we'll come for this liquidity based off of like literally looking at the charts and being like, okay, day by day we'll make our way up here, and then we'll go down. We'll see if we're right. I'll leave this here and we'll see if I'm right. That would be a crazy statement if I'm right. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Sorry, it was a bit fucked because, yeah, when you record a video and then you record it again, you forget what you've said in which recording, so it's a bit confusing. Thanks for watching, guys. My predictions for the week. Oh shit, for the week. Yeah, trade recap here. Trade journal. Loss, break even, loss. Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah. So I took a loss, took a break even, took a loss. This break even was a brutal break even. So I would have been green on the week if we'd hit this trade, which would have been nice, but it's okay. We got next week. And that's it. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed and have a good day.